That is some rain. Right, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. It's our last day here in beautiful Corfu. But as you've just seen from that video, it's anything but beautiful. I got the towels out this morning, laid on the bed at 7 o'clock. Gonna maximise the tan on the last day, and look at this. Water is literally running. Look at that. Not good. I did warn people last night to bring the towels in, and guess what? They haven't. So there's going to be some wet, soggy towels today. Somebody down there has put them out on the beds like I did when I got up, but I think they've gone back to bed. And that's what happens, folks, when you reserve your beds and go back to sleep. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So we ate in Zorba's last night. I've not been vlogging much when I've been out because we've been with friends, and it's not really fair to put the camera in their face when we're eating. So I'll put you over a couple of like little videos now. They'll only be short because it is recorded music in there that they dance to, and I'm going to get a copyright strike if I'm not careful. So I hope you can hear this. It is absolutely pounding down, and I'll pick you back up in a minute. Well done to everybody on this side who heeded my warning yesterday. We saw a family who were there in Zorba's last night, and I said, make sure you get everything off your balcony, because if this storm hits, they could get wet. But yeah, there's not much sign of life. There's a few people up, but not many. You can see some activity in the bakery over there. See if I can zoom in for you a little bit. Not far, but you'll see there. They're all ready for business today. There is some bits of blue sky up there, look. So maybe, just maybe. Oh my god, and it's getting faster, look. Look at it now. Look at the pool. It's proper rain. So look at this here, the balcony next door, because that thing there coming down, that water, is actually flooding their balcony. So we're getting all this under here. The towels back out, folks. Let's hope for the best. Scenes of devastation. Water all over the main street. Sales of ponchos going up. There's not many people about. You can hear the stream. And smell the stream as well. Now the only problem is, folks, when this happens, it's a breeding ground for mosquitoes. So they've been bad enough. They're going to get worse. So if you're ever here and there's something like this happens, just get ready. Within a couple of days, you'll have a mosquito problem, so double down on your treatment that you use, your repellent, etc. So one thing I've just remembered I've not given you a proper room tour here, have I? So, welcome to my room. This is 119 at the Barras. So this room doesn't overlook the pool, so it's one of the ones, there's probably about 6 that overlook, carefully make sure nobody's naked because I have seen a few sites. It overlooks, that's the Thomas Bay Hotel there, the back of that. So you've got your TV, that's never been turned on by me. Plenty of cupboard space, look, you've got another deck drawer there, one over there, you've got a drawer there. I've not put anything in these at all, but oh, look what's there. So yeah, I've not put anything in these at all, but you've got a decent, don't think that's a sofa bed really. This is a room for 2 rather than 3. But you've got 2 single beds, they're really comfy to be fair. Really hard mattress, is firm, it's good. Not back-breakingly bad, but you get what I mean. Lots more storage in there. Some cupboards up here. And then you've got here, obviously a little kitchenette area with, you know, cups, some plates. There is some pots and pans somewhere, folks. Maybe, no, it's not, yeah, I only got a bit of fly spray in there as well. I wish I'd known that. Could have sprayed the room for the mozzies. But yeah, you've got a little sort of cooker hob thing there. You've got your bin under the sink as per normal. And you have got some pots and pans in there, look. So you can do a little bit of cooking if you want. And then the bathroom is here. So it's not the most dynamic, but it's sufficient, it's really good. You've obviously got your shower, which is, I'll show you in here. Shower unit is, it does go on the wall if you want it to, but I just usually use it holding it up. But yeah, there we go. That's the little tour of the Barras room. You have got aircon, which is up there. It hasn't been the best this year, if I'm being honest. It's not really got, it's cold now, but when you come back on a night, it does take probably an hour to sort of get to some form of acceptable cold temperature, really. And it's €10 a night, is that, if you want to know how much it is. But yeah, that's the room at the Barras. Now, I've just found this in the welcome pack from Jet2. This is the car rental. So let's have a look. This is for August. So if you wanted a Renault Clio for 3 days, €185 with these guys. Now, these will probably be a bit pricier, I would have thought, than sourcing within resort. There's a great guy here called Thanasi who has Saros Rent-A-Car. He also has some apartments, and he's quality. He's a great guy, but I just thought I'd show you. Gives you an idea. You can pause it and have a look. So I just thought I'd give you an update on this morning's shenanigans. The power has gone off. There's a power cut. Usually here they have a generator. Now I can hear the generator going at the Thomas Bay around the back next door's hotel. So theirs seems to be working, but here we've no power. So I've got the thing in the door, the key thing in the socket, but there's no lights on, there's no air conditioning. I was lucky I got up and did mine while I had aircon my packing, but Pam's still packing hers up in the other room. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you that, what's going on, what's happening. Everybody's been up, everybody's sort of mooched around, everybody's thinking, I need to go somewhere for a coffee because I can't make one. But by the sounds of things, most of the village is out. Is what it is, isn't it, folks? So just a quick one again. I'll say it again. Please subscribe if you haven't. It means the world to us. It doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free. It's not like one of those magazine services where you have to build a spaceship over 100 weeks and it costs you about 700 quid by the time you've done. It's not like that. It's totally free as long as you signed up to YouTube and you have a YouTube sort of account and a sign in. You can subscribe and it really helps the channel. It pushes it on. I'm nearly up to 1,300 subscribers now. I'm hoping by the time I get all this content out over the next few weeks that severely boosts it up, I hope. We've got Zante coming up in October. We're going back to Danny's in Alicanas for a week. Just a cheeky week. Be interesting to see what that's like. Looking forward to showing you that in October, folks. So see what difference it is. And we're probably going to go to Bridlington just for a quick weekend at some point. There's lots of hard work to come. I'm dreading not September because September at work's just going to be absolute mental. So I'm not really going to be at home much, I don't think, in September. It's going to be hard, so I will need that holiday. So, like I say, this is a travel home vlog. So, I'll leave this here now. I'll just show you around the room again. So we've always got a mantra of leave it as you find it. So, I hope that room's tidy enough for you folks, and that's how we like to leave it. Everything's packed. Better shut those doors, haven't I? Nothing left in there. Nothing under there. Nope, we're all done. We're all done. That's my room done anyway. Theirs looks still like a bomb site, so I better go around and help. But there's absolutely nothing in the bathroom now. It's all cleared out. So these cases will go downstairs, and then we'll leave them there. Keep the bag with us with all our belongings in just by the pool, and we'll pick you up again later. So that was a quiet afternoon by the pool. We've all packed, all got our cases down there, just stored in the reception area at the hotel, so they'll be fine there. That's the good thing here, it's perfectly safe. So now we're just heading down to Yanis for a gyros, because would you believe I've not had a gyros while I've been here. So we're going to go down for one tonight, see what it's like. So take you with us. I've got my eye on the large mixed one, which is a mixture of pork and chicken. Outstanding. So probably all I'll have this now until we get back to the UK tonight, late on tonight as well. So yeah, let's get down here and see how we go on. Don't know who he's talking to on the phone. He's just he's some girl. So that gyros was epic as usual. You saw the size of it there. Couldn't finish that whatsoever. So just walking back now to the barras. Gonna get our showers and get ready to go. And I'll pick you up when the taxi arrives and we get en route to the airport. Right, we've just arrived at the airport. It's very busy, as you saw there when we drove in. So we're going to get checked in. I obviously can't show you any of that. And then let's take it from there. But we're going to rush because there's a load of buses just arrived. What will you know?
There's a sleeping mask there.
Yeah. So that was a bit chaotic, but it wasn't too bad really. It took about, say, 40 minutes from getting here to get through. Big queue for EasyJet though. God, Jet 2 was a breeze in comparison to that. So we sat down with a drink. We were going to get a Burger King. So the idea was we'd get a McDonald's on the way home at the other side when we landed, but we spotted the Burger King. Lado said he wanted one, so we went over, but it was about 18 euros per meal. So, you know, it would have been like 54 euros, so we went till we get home, so we should be okay. It looks like everything's running on time. Plane's due in just ahead of schedule from East Midlands, so providing we get locked and loaded. But I'll tell you what, for a Friday night in here, because Friday nights are the worst nights, like I say, with the cruise ships changing over. It's pretty good. So, just sat outside a little cafe now. Ken's, what's your verdict of the airport experience?
Okay.
Not too bad, were it?
Been worse.
Yeah, it's been a lot worse, hasn't it? At least we've got a seat in here, which we never can. We never get a seat in here, do we? This bit here is just normally full of bodies all over the floor, but we've done all right tonight. Looks like if we can cope on a night like this, it must be okay. Now, on the plane, I am sat on the middle. I'm on the aisle, so I'm not going to film anything on the plane because, quite frankly, A, it's going to be pitch black outside, and B, I can't. So I'll just pick you up once we get at the other end, if that makes sense. So I'll try and film a bit of boarding and a little bit, and then it'll be good night, and I'll see you at the other side when we get to East Midlands. And we're back, really decent flight, 3 hours 8 minutes back to East Midlands Airport. I don't know what time it is, I think it's about 1 in the morning. We're all knackered, but hey ho, let's get inside and get these bags, eh? Right, all done through the E-gates there. That took about quite a while actually, probably about a 15-minute queue to get through the E-gates at passport control. So let's hope the bags are here. I can see some carousels actually going round. So let's go find which belt we are on. We're not at number 1 because that's not moving at all. I think we're here on belt 2. And ridiculously, the bags were there just as we got to the belt. So literally 30 seconds to get them. So let's get out and see where we get the bus back to the car park now. Well, morning. It's the morning after the night before, back home now in the UK. As you saw there, absolutely superb flight through East Midlands that was. So on time in Corfu. Airport, quietest I've ever seen it for a Friday night. Now, we are ones who tell everybody, look, if you want a quiet airport, don't travel on a Friday. But you know what? It was absolutely great. I don't know what had gone on, what was different, but you got straight through. EasyJet queue was a bit mental, I won't lie to you. If you were travelling with EasyJet, you had a long wait to check in. But Jet 2, straight through, security took about 10 minutes. Loads of seats as well in the airport. New Burger King opened in departures when you go through the second passport control. Now, the only thing I will say there is it's about 18 quid for a burger and chips. So just bear that in mind if you want that for your kids. If you're planning, if you've got a family of 4 and you're all eating there, be 100 quid, folks, by the time you've finished, or 100 euros. So, yeah, an all good landing at East Midlands. Passport queue was a little bit long. It probably took about 20 minutes. But after that, straight on a bus. First drop off. Straight in the car. Straight home. So I was very tired, I must admit. Really, really tired. So I'll leave this one here. So I hope you've enjoyed this little series from Corfu. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. It really helps the channel if you just click that subscribe button and click that thumbs up. I'm on about 1,300, I think, as I record this. So massive from where I was just 3 months ago. I think I was on about 800. So I put 500 on in the last few weeks, which is great. So I'll try and get some more content out for you if I can think of something to go do and I've got time to do it. I've still got to clear up my mum's flat. That's next on the agenda. That's going to take up a couple of weekends. But we are going back to Zante. Zante is coming up. It's sort of like, I think it's the 18th of October. So we're going for the sort of close down week, the last week of the season. So it will be something a bit different to show you what's open, what's not open, what's it like, what's the weather doing. So yeah, hopefully lots coming up on the channel. So thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.